The time now is given to the leader of majority party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm a bit amazed and thrown in confusion, Mr. Speaker, as the leader of majority in the House, and for the subject matter that is before this great assembly. Mr. Speaker, the motion before this House is a very sensitive motion. It is a motion, Mr. Speaker, that touches on an integrity, touches on a father, touches on a a servant who has served for a very long time. And it is upon this House to make a determination. And without giving much color, we have been told by our senior that this House does not have a mandate. And I wish we can, someone can check with them. There's a lot of echo. That this House has no mandate to execute the matter before us today. Well, Mr. Speaker, this has been a process.
The Honorable, you can use the microphone on the bar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Where we are has been a process, Mr. Speaker. And my senior, who has told us that we cannot prosecute, is of course the lead team in terms of bringing this motion to this great House. When we look at the standing orders, Mr. Speaker, he has ably quoted the standing orders of this assembly. And the standing orders of this assembly, we read in concurrent with other orders and other practices. According to the County Government Act, and there was one of 2012, with the new amendments of 2023. The older act, Mr. Speaker, had no provision even of how to dismiss a county secretary, but it has been put in the County Government Act of 2023. And I would wish to read for the benefit of doubt. We can go to the County Government Act of 2023, subsection 40. It talks about how a county secretary is actually brought in. When you go to section 44, 3A, it talks of how a county government, a county secretary can be removed from the House or from the office. And I would want, just for the benefit of doubt, to read the same. In 44, it talks of the appointment. In 44, 3A, the county secretary may be removed from office on the following grounds. It states the grounds, starts by stating the grounds. It goes downwards, Mr. Speaker, to say that before, of course, the county secretary is removed, it has to be done in writing and he has to be notified. And there are other many options, Mr. Speaker, of removing, including him resigning from the office, and including the removal by the governor direct from the office. It is true, this is a house of law and order. And before this motion was brought to this House, Mr. Speaker, there is a committee that sat, of course, the House Business Committee. My senior here could not have taken the whole country into a trip, a joyriding trip, of making us believe that we can remove the county.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Order. Then I have a number for candidate. Then I have leader majority proceed.
That we have ability to remove the county secretary. We all know what has happened. We all know the caucusing that has been done. And we have all believed until the motion was tabled. Today, Mr. Speaker, we have gazetted a special sitting for this assembly. If you look at the gallery, the whole Kenya is here to see. The proponents of this motion could not have been taking the whole country in a ride, Mr. Speaker, knowing very well, and then you come with a card the last minute to tell us that this motion is not supposed to be debated by this House. It is not fair. It is not in order. And we cannot keep on taking the whole country and shaming the Assembly of Nakuru. Mr. Speaker, I've tried to read any law. I've tried to see any proceeding. I've never seen anywhere where a county secretary has been impeached. It is true. And the motion before the Nakuru today would have been the first one. When we look at the standing orders, and I want to take my senior to our now standing orders. First of all, it is good for us to know a county secretary can be removed from the office. That is a law. Number two, when I go to the standing orders, number one,
Then I have the majority leaders on the floor. No distractions. Proceed.
Thank you for protection. I want to read to you now our standing orders, which you say has no mandate. First of all, we agree according to law, the county secretary, though it has not been done, and I'm here to see which county has ever removed the county secretary. Standing order number one, and we can read, in cases not provided for, the Speaker to decide. That is the title, and it is our standing orders for this great House. It states, in all cases not herein after provided for, and subject to the Constitution and other written laws, all, not a few, including this one, Mr. Speaker, all. The Speaker shall decide. This is the law. It is a standing order of this House. So if you don't know whether we should or we shouldn't, the Speaker equally has a right. Our standing orders give the mandate. Because this is a new thing. We are in a new arena. We have not seen this before. So, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, I would want the proponents not to chicken out at the last minute. We have been here. You cannot run away from your own shadows. This is your shadow, and you must sleep with it. You must walk with it. Until the end of it, you cannot run away from your shadow. No way. We have been in this mess for so long as a county assembly. So I want you to own, this is a child. You cannot create a child, let me for a better word. You cannot make a woman expectant and work with this woman for 9 months, taking care of her, bring a lot of baby showers around, showering and thanking God that the child wants to be born. But at the time of labor pains, you start telling her it cannot happen. This child must be delivered.
There is no order.
This child, protect me, Mr. Speaker.
Don't have the majority leader. Order. Don't have a number for negotiations. It is not honorable to shout when the other members did not shout at you. Then at the legal majority party finish on the submission and then we proceed.
Mr. Speaker, the bill of impeachment, the motion for impeachment is at the delivery stage. It is at its labor stage, and the woman wants to give birth. We cannot deny this woman to give birth to this child. And we cannot, no matter how much you want to decide to kill it, let the motion continue to its conclusive decision. This is your shadow. Please work with it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Then a member for Ligny, and then we'll take another round.